Hello, I hope y'all are doing great. It is July 19th, and today I'm back. So today, got a few things to talk about. Literally, this whole video is just going to be me going over the next 2 days. Over the next 2 days, we have, uh, once again, more severe weather expected. So I'm pretty much just going to be going over that for pretty much the whole video. Uh, yeah, I hope y'all are all doing great. Uh, Tuesday. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started though. So this is our day 2 convective outlook. This is for tomorrow. Uh, and we can see we have a slight risk, level 2 out of 5 for areas from southeast Michigan down into northern Kentucky. Right there, we can see Columbus, Ohio, or kind of right in the middle of it. Let me get that. Columbus is about right there, but maybe a little further south. But Columbus is in that, Cleveland's in it, Cincinnati's in it. I think I'm not even gonna get those two places mixed up all the time, but yeah, a lot of areas, a lot of cities. I mean, literally the whole state of Ohio in that risk tomorrow. And the risk does all. I mean, excuse me, risk does extend all the way down to Tennessee. We also got 3 other marginals. Three. We got one up in North Dakota. We got one down in Texas and Oklahoma, into Arkansas, and one in Colorado and New Mexico. Yeah, this one could maybe bring some rain. I mean, these two will. I mean, we could be seeing some storms in areas that need a lot or need rain. So that'd be very good. We got a 2 tour up in Ohio, 15 wind and a 5 hail. So no 15, and we don't have a 15 hail. So that slight is for wind as of right now, which I'll talk about that in just a second. And then on day 3, so this would be Thursday, we have a slight risk for a good portion of the Northeast here, Maine down into Connecticut, so most of New England there, and marginal risk down to New York City. And then that kind of risk does extend into the south. We got another slight risk in Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, and a marginal all the way from like the extreme tip of Maryland down into or over into Virginia, North Carolina. This goes all the way over to Dallas. I'm pretty sure Dallas is in that. Yeah, Dallas and Fort Worth are in that. Yep, let's go. We're literally just going to be talking about these 2 days for the whole video. We're going to kind of try to keep this video a little shorter and make it more focused around like the current weather we have going on. I kind of want to get a schedule where I like talk about like long range type stuff one day, a week, like one day, and do that, or like another, and some other days I just do different things. I would think that'd be kind of nice. I mean, if anybody does not mind, just tell me in the comments, and I will just give me some advice. What you think I should do there? If you think that'd be a good idea, really appreciate it. But let's go ahead and take a look at tomorrow. We can see we have a very clear front right here. Just looking at dews, we got dews well into the 70s ahead of this. I mean, we have some dews getting getting in the mid 70s. And just very clear. I mean, we don't have dry air behind this front. I mean, definitely not. But I mean, this dews in the 60s. It's a dry air. It's not like very dry. Dews a pocket of really dry air though. Down in Missouri, 45 dews. Pretty nice. That is that. Take a look at Cape. And it's kind of the like not extremely important stuff here. We can see Cape-wise, we got a good, pocket of 2 to 3,000. I mean, earlier in the day in western Ohio, we got a good, 3 to 4,000 joules mixed layer Cape there. But as we go in like central Ohio, we lose a bit, around 1,000, 2,000, maybe up to 2,500 in some areas. With more down in Kentucky and Tennessee, if maybe 5,000 to work with if the HRRR actually verifies has a lot. Or actually, no, not 5,000, 4,000, my bad. And now I want to take a look at some soundings. We're also going to look at another model, just other than the HRRR, maybe a few. Switching this over to reflectivity. I don't trust reflectivity. I wouldn't even look at it. I'm using it to take soundings because guarantee most of the time when I try to take them, they're going to be contaminated. So we see ghost storms go off late afternoon. Take a sounding in central Ohio ahead of that storm. And, I mean, yeah, this is... You would have a pretty decent threat for some like moderate to small sized hail. Don't think, I mean, you don't really have steep lapses. I think I'll really limit the threat for like larger sized hail, like more than 1.5 inches. Maybe like, I think like we could see some hail up to quarter size though, pretty easily. Hodo would support. I mean, we could see some, I mean, more classic type supercells out of this actually. I mean, generally, I mean, low level shear doesn't support anything significant. I mean, generally, I don't think we're going to see like more than a 5%. I do definitely feel like we could see a 5% though issued for Ohio here soon. A 5% horror risk, which right now we're at a 2. But yeah, we can see that 20th threat's pretty solid. I mean, all the way throughout the evening. Got those decent looking Hodos all the way down into like, I mean, even eastern Ohio we can see still looking pretty good. But as we go into the night though, just like normal, we get the capping, and that severe weather threat is expected to decrease. I mean, even down as far south as Kentucky though. I mean, a 20th threat down here is a little bit more conditional, but, and also you definitely have some problems between around 500 millibars. Sure, I don't think that'd be too much of a problem, but I mean, shear is still there. We have some more problems down here, but we wouldn't be surprised if we get some HP supercell action in Kentucky there. We can see that storms generally kind of just form into a line and then weaken. Other than the southern edge, that southern edge pretty much makes it through the night, according to the HRRR. Now, will the HRRR be like? Will the HRRR actually occur? Probably not. It's not going to be. We're not going to see like something like this. But generally, I feel like there's a good threat for a 5% for kind of not that area, like for that area right there. 2% I think should be down all the way in like central Kentucky, which I think is it already. Yeah, just a little further south to where they have it. Probably like down like to where they have the slight risk currently. I think they could make the 2% maybe just like be like the slight risk. And I think the 5%, if I was issuing it, it'd be right here. Yeah, and just real quick, I'm gonna take a look at let's take a look at some other models. First off, let's take a look at the NAM3. Good comparison. Really like, it's a decent model. I mean, it can be bad sometimes, but every model can be bad sometimes. But pretty similar reflectivity wise. Just I mean, everything initiates a little further west in the HRRR, but we can still see we have that solid, I mean, pretty solid hodograph for, you know, a pretty nice 5% risk for tornadoes. A few tornadoes are definitely not out of the question for tomorrow. Other than that, I feel like we're going to see a pretty decent risk for hail and damaging wind. With damaging wind definitely being the main threat probably, but hail following closely behind. But yeah, we're definitely going to see I definitely feel like not the HRRR, I definitely feel like the SPC is going to go 5%. Oh yeah. NAM3 is pretty much the exact same as the HRRR, maybe a little further west though, I'd say that. I mean, storms, yeah, definitely further west. I mean, we don't see eastern Ohio getting anything until well after dark. Still, I mean, photographs aren't bad over there. Everything would be supportive of a couple like weaker tornadoes and some, I mean, generally just some supercells. But yeah, so if the NAM3 verifies, it'd be mainly, I'd say it'd probably be that area right there you'd want to look at. But will it verify? I don't know. But that area is definitely looking very good for, not very good. It's looking decent for a tornado threat. Yeah, just some other models. We'll take a look at the ARW and then the NSSL. We can't really take sounding because I don't have Pivotal Weather Plus, which I will eventually get. Okay, I will have Pivotal Weather Plus by next storm season. Okay, in January 1st. Okay, January 1st, 2023. I will have Pivotal Weather Plus. But yeah, we can still see mainly like we see some supercells and like some like a Boeing segment down in southern Ohio and the Kentucky. And then those storms make it all the way down into like almost like northeast Tennessee there. NSSL, let's take a look at that briefly. And we can see a pretty similar situation to the NAM3, I'd say. We see like storms fire off a little west, which could position the tornado threat like a little further, like maybe up towards in northwest Ohio, right there. We'll see. We'll see what the SPC does. But in my opinion, I still feel like this area here, PR, have our best tornado potential. That's where we kind of have everything setting up for this on tomorrow. Now let's move on to day 3. Let's move on to Thursday. And we are going to use the lovely NAM3 model, or the NAM3 kilometer. This is, but yeah, let's go out to Thursday here. Or go out far enough, yeah. So we can see we have like a few kind of storms across area. It generally looks like what the NAM3 normally shows for events like this. Like line segments, maybe a few supercells in there. Generally, we'll just take some soundings off the NAM3 here. The environments, I mean, okay. It's a little worse for tornadoes, I think. Definitely a little worse for tornadoes than, like, for example, Wednesday. We see we have a little bit worse low-level shear, but still, I mean, the hail profiles and the damaging wind, the threat for hail and damaging wind is there. I feel like the hail threat could actually be pretty big, I guess. Not really for the northeast, not like big like in the northern plains. No, I mean like for the northeast, there could be there is a hail threat, which I mean, it's not like all that frequent. I mean that you see like a hail threat in the northeast, but it's there. I definitely think so. Like a few storms could produce some, maybe up to quarter-sized hail. Yeah, we can see we got most of these storms are, or with most of these soundings, we got decent low-level shear. Hodo's looking pretty good. Even all the way into Maine, I mean, we got. I mean, this is after dark. I'm pretty sure 8 p.m. So this is about dark, and we can see. I mean, start to lose that instability. You know, everything's starting to thermodynamics have turned to garbage. But yeah, so now I'm gonna lock it on like an hour on Thursday afternoon here, and let's take a look. I just want to take a look at trends of the NAM3, see if it's trending towards like any type of maybe like different solution here. So this is instability 21Z. We can see we have plenty of instability, 1,000, 2,000 joules per kilogram of of CAPE, mixed layer CAPE, even more than 2,000 down in like southeast New York. Let's just see like what the main difference is. This is an old run. I don't know why it gave me a 12Z run, but it's good that 21Z, or not the 21Z, the 18Z, pretty similar. I mean, no major differences, I'd say. 00Z, which is definitely not far out enough, but those two runs are pretty similar. Lock it back on 21Z. That's 03Z. Alright, let me put it back on 21Z here. And yeah, I mean, instability is not a problem. We got decent bit of shear as well. Go also some basic, severe weather stuff. We need like basic ingredients, first, I mean, a few bit of the basic ingredients generally. I mean, that like you hear in like sometimes like in news channels. Well, not news channels, but like TV weather. Like TV. Like what's the word for this? Because I know a lot of people call them different, but like like your TV weather, like your I don't know how to. Okay, I'm just not gonna say it, but like you hear on like the Weather Channel or like in other places. You got like moisture, shear, I think instability, and another one is lift, I think. Yeah, I think lift would be it. But yeah, you pretty much have all those. Instability did downtrend a little bit from the 060 run, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I actually switch back. But generally, the severe threat in the northeast on Thursday looks pretty solid. I feel like their main threats would be, once again, damaging wind, followed by hail. And I do think we'd see a pretty easy 2% tour risk as this goes into day two. As this goes into day two, tomorrow I think we'll definitely see a 2% tour risk. Maybe issued somewhere around like this area here. But yeah, that's that. That's pretty much all I'm gonna talk about in today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all have an excellent day tomorrow. I'll be back on Thursday. Maybe I'm trying to make a video before this actually happens so I can talk about it a little bit more, because we didn't really look into it a whole lot. It's kind of focused more on Wednesday, or tomorrow. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all have a great day tomorrow, and I will be back once again, like I said, on Thursday. Thank you for watching.